Here's the deal, everybody. Um, I've been thinking about who I want to invite this month to the Amenten, and I have two people in mind, and their names both begin with the letter M. One of them being Michael Lennox, who will have come to the Amenten. I've been really doing some thinking about that. I've just had some kind of connection to him, especially all that I have been going through on an emotional level. And so I do want him to come to my Amenten this month. Because I want, him to sort of show his side and, teach us again, his style, his sort of, astrological viewpoint and, when it comes to astrology, healing work, spirituality, and what is going on in the month of January. There will also be a resemblance ceremony while he is here. This resemblance ceremony, he will be standing right next to Martin Short. So for those of you who know who this person is, he played in Only Murders in the Building. He was on SNL. He did several, comedies. Maybe he was like a, famous director. I don't know much about him. But he is an Aries, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm sure. And, I'm one as well. And I was watching Only Murders in the Building around the time of Michael Lennox's birthday, which might be in July, maybe mid to late July, being a Leo sun. So I thought that the synchronicity of those events and customs create the kind of nostalgia. And I really want to showcase that and have that go on. And really, he is one of those, figures, save, as well as Marion Esposito, as well as somebody else who I'll get to in just a second, who has helped me throughout these times, and, Deborah Silverman as well, Bracker Goldsmith, because I've been thinking a lot about the nodes being in Taurus and Scorpio, South Node being in Taurus, North Node being in Scorpio, and, that deals with being guided into the transformation that Spirit is calling for you to get into. And the last time the North Node was in Scorpio, Saturn at one point conjuncted the North Node in Scorpio. So that is really powerful. When Saturn conjuncts the North Node, it is a moving forward. It is a grounding of the direction that you want to go in. And you're on purpose with your actions, and you feel the motivation to do what makes you feel happy and develop those structures, and etc. And then Scorpio really deals with letting go and deals with so much with Scorpio. energy. And the song "Send Me an Angel" that represents Scorpio. I have it posted about it on YouTube, about the song "Send Me an Angel" by the Scorpions. That song is, absolutely amazing, and those lyrics really speak to Scorpio energy. And that song, I believe it was published November 2012, I think, which was really appropriate because North Node of the Moon was in Scorpio. And the Sun was in Scorpio. So that transit, the Sun transited through Scorpio twice during the North Node in Scorpio. So it conjuncted the Sun twice, and the South Node in Taurus, the Sun conjuncted the South Node only once. So, that just proves that the Scorpio energy, really is what, was being asked and was being called at the time. Very different, than now. So back then we've had Saturn conjunct the North Node, and now we've had Uranus and Taurus conjunct the North Node. That was exact July of last year, August of last year. So now we're dealing with the Taurus energies. Now, let me see here. What else is going on is the other person that I want to... Now I just want to say, if you have not seen Michael Lennox's interview with, or conversation, I should say, with Michael Sandler, I highly recommend that you do that. Because, and the reason why I do.
Bye, Everett. I'll see you in just a little bit.
Okay, bye.
Okay. I'll lock the door.
Okay. The reason is, he really gets into so much. So he has that. You can watch that conversation. He has daily, reels on various social media platforms, and also articles that he writes about the energy of the day, and a podcast on the weekly astrology and a dream segment to go with it. So, that's the kind of video content that you can find. And that podcast you can find on his YouTube channel. Okay. So, that's that. And then I want to get to another, section of nostalgia, which is Marie de Simone. And, last year on January 14th, Mercury went retrograde in Aquarius, backtracked into Capricorn, stationed direct on February 3rd, moved forward again. And so, on January 18th, I initiated something. Now, the protocol not to initiate anything brand new during Mercury retrograde, I was just sort of brought into initiation, let's just say. All of a sudden, my world didn't turn upside down, but things changed within a day. A day before, I was just sitting at home, watching videos, celebrating my, mom's birthday and etc. It's a really nice Monday. And then on that Tuesday, I went to, school, started out with new classes, and then, that day was the tour day. Um, the day where um, I was touring the different job sites, along with the other, um, you know, students in there, and with the abundance that I felt like I had at the time, I will admit I do have nostalgia for those times. Um, Not just what went on there. Um, I mean, if I would have known astrology with Heather, I would find a resemblance between her and my foods teacher. And, you know, I'm really glad that I watched her, and am watching her again. Um, and so, with the job program, what's really, you know, interesting, I was seeing one of, Maria de Simone's live streams about um, not starting up a new job, during Mercury retrograde or Mars retrograde, because it may not be what you would want later down the road. Um, and the job was, so. I guess there's it was in wintertime, a comforting kind of nostalgic element of just, coming in the midst of winter and then doing jobs to sort of keep you occupied and, barely nourish yourself at, the job's decency with what I had to do last winter. Last winter, I was getting into my first job, or not job because I was on a program. And I was for about, I want to say, almost 3 months, um, you know, on that job. And, it was kind of boring, you know, day after day after day after day, 4 days a week, for many weeks, doing the same things over again. Sweeping, dusting, cleaning up the restrooms. That's what I did. That's what I did for almost 3 months, 4 days a week, save for spring break or any other kind of break. Except for Friday, February the 18th. I remember that day very well. And it was the winter time. And that was the winter that nostalgia was formed for Maria de Simone. And I really want to know her honest opinion of what she thinks of what I had to do and what I did. And I do wish that she was there, with me or alongside, or, you know, living with me at that time. But, the thing is, I felt like I had so much more. But, the thing is, when you're particular and you feel like you don't have as much, the things that are not ruined become that much more poignant. You can really look to those things. And, develop more of an emotional attachment to those things. And I do have nostalgia for, watching Marie de Simone um, and going to that job, True Value. And I want to sort of relive that, you know, experience again, in a way. So that is why I'm thinking of coming into that particular store on the off season with Maria. Just sort of a pop in type thing, day on the town or something else that I would have planned for that day. I think it will be a Wednesday, so I'll be doing an on the town kind of thing. Spending that day, with, Maria maybe. And one of the things I have in mind is to go um, into that uh, store and sort of bridge that rope together, connect that cord. I am thinking of watching, um, an older video for today. And I really, do want her to come to the Amenten this January. And then in February, we will see, I'll see how I feel. I'll see what I want, I'll see what I want to do. But I'm really thinking of doing this, um, having this happen. This will be after around the 18th. So, the week of the 18th, I'm going to have, Maria come to the Amenten. And then at the end of January, I'll have, Michael Lennox arrive. So, that's really the plan that I have in mind. So, that's all that I want to inform you about, let you know about. This has been an 18-minute video. I mean, I don't care if it's been 45 minutes. So long as I'm sitting here and I'm speaking on what is just coming up at the current time, I'm not giving away any information. Then that's fine to have a long video, but anyway, so this winter will not be like that winter. I think this winter is going to be better than what I had last winter. And it's probably a good thing too, because I felt like I had less. But maybe the reversal would be beneficial. So maybe if I were to relive that experience again, I would recognize all that I would have. Who knows? But I'm going to be honest. Tomorrow, something new is going to be starting up during Mercury retrograde. And, what will be happening tomorrow? I will be getting initiated into brand new classes tomorrow, brand new teachers, new subject matters of my own choice. And I don't have to worry about having the classes chosen for me. I don't have to worry about going into a job an almost meaningless job that was not of my choice. And now I can start to focus on what I want to focus on, what my interests are, my future, my career, what I want to do. And especially as the sun moves into Aquarius and the airwaves start to come out. And so it will hopefully be a better time and experience in that area and arena of it. I am hopeful that the relationship that I'm going to be having to my piano teacher, my music fundamentals teacher, is going to be a really positive one. I hope that I can, really feel like we are not different, but we're different but the same. As a, music, fundamentals teacher, as a piano teacher. Hopefully I won't be too overwhelmed. Hopefully, starting tomorrow, I will begin to take the focus off of my own issues and put the focus on, the work that I need to do and focus on what I'd much rather be focusing on. And then I will start to heal and get better and move up in my life in the world, and 2023 really begins tomorrow. And I hope that those relationships will be long-lasting, foundational and functional in structure after Mercury goes direct on the 18th, after Mars stations direct on the 12th. And I know that I will be watching this probably after tomorrow, having been exposed to and sort of integrating new experiences, new people. It's only a day away, it's only hours away for tomorrow. And before I'm exposed to new customs and new voices and new personalities and maybe sayings, phrases that I will remember. Hopefully not issues that I will flaw down and point out, save for the unrealistic issue that isn't an issue. I've spoken about it before on the 2023 January to June live stream, extensively and in depth. So I will not be as available starting tomorrow, but I will be very available. I will only be going up to DMAC about 2 days a week, say for 1 day a week. But mainly, I have 2 days of the week fully off, which is Monday and Wednesday, so I will be definitely available on those days, and I'll stay home, watch stuff, make videos, etc., work on the things I need to do, etc. The weekends, of course, and most of the day on Friday. So I'm excited to have Friday off and Monday off, especially because it's the beginning of the week kind of thing. So yeah, had a Monday off before the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction last April. So anyway, I am starting to ramble on. So I want to stop myself and I want to just stop this video. I would definitely say that there is great comfort in re-watching things, re-watching people, anything that you're being called back to, any videos of the past. I've been going through some old videos. I have been rewatching Shall I Tell You, rewatching Keeping Up Appearances during this Mercury retrograde. So think of it as a time to get comfortable, to reflect. Um, you know, and yeah. So hopefully you're keeping well, watching, all these people. And I had a dream about losing interest in astrology. I was going to film a weekly video, but I just did not feel called enough. And didn't feel like I have enough source material to do that. So, yeah. So, forcing yourself working, slowing down and taking your time and enjoying the process of it. There's something huge that can be said for that. The comfort of your own home inside yourself. I really want to emphasize that. Home inside yourself. Um, you know, being centered and grounded and at peace within yourself. So important. Really is. So, that is all that I'm going to say for this video. That's it. And bye for now, everybody.